Welcome back to the final episode of Outside the Box podcast. Today we're going to be talking about communism in China and its history and how it still works. All right, before I start, may I ask you guys what do you guys know about the Chinese Communist Party?
I know that it was funded kind of like during World War II or around World War II. It started off with the Republic of China, which is now currently Taiwan, and there was a coup that happened or a civil war, of communist uprising, which led to the CCP replacing the Republic of China, formerly now known as Taiwan. And I also know that in the 1950s, it killed a lot of people, up to 100 million people with Mao Zedong's new new thing. I forgot the name of the plan that he did, like three new ideas or something, which ended up causing a famine and killing millions of people. And I also know that even though they claim to be communists, nowadays they're more capitalist than anything.
Yeah. Do you guys have any other thoughts about it? Like, it doesn't
Uh,
matter what you know about it, it's what you think about it.
well, for me, all I know is that the U.S. don't like the communist China. Uh, so I know they got nuclear bombs and they're friends with the North Korea and Russia. That's all I know, pretty much.
All right. Anything else?
Yeah, I know they're basically branded as the enemies of the state. Is not a type of country that U.S. wants to associate with, especially with their long-running list of atrocities and massacres such as Tiananmen Square, as well as the famines that took place when Mao Zedong went into power.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. Also, for Charon, uh, his ideas are actually not that incorrect. Just like a little bit things that are different and not really specified. But basically, the Chinese Communist Party was founded in 1921 in Shanghai, and they actually worked with the Nationalist Party to dispose of warlords that like prevented like a strong like government in China. And like this alliance actually led to be a problem for the Nationalist Party of China. And the Nationalist Party now is just residing in Taiwan, which Charan already mentioned. And they were basically like kicked out of China, and because they are nationalists and they don't like the communists anymore, they prefer to say Taiwan is not part of China, while the Communist Party actually still believes they are, as they were still residing. They were originally from China, and so basically, like this uh, alliance like broke because the Japanese actually attacked China, and the nationalists had their focus on like containing communism over the attack from Japan instead of actually like focusing on Japan. This led to like uh, the citizens in China not believing in the Nationalist Party and losing popularity, and the communists actually gaining popularity. So they were able to like gain more influence from the citizens, which is a really big thing for China, as there's like a lot of people. Currently, there's probably like what 1.6 billion people. You guys have any thoughts about that?
Oh, the reason why China's a lot of people is because that they had society were founded long ago, way before America, England, any of those other countries. China was always as an entity or as a dynasty first, kind of like India, which is why they were able to amass such a large population. I think they reached over 100 million people in the year like 1000 AD. I think. Check me if I'm wrong though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's accurate. And then, do you guys know any like problems of the like his in history of the Chinese Communist Party?
Well, all I know is just like I feel like that back in the day, after I guess during and after World War II, you know how like the three biggest countries, the aftermath was Britain, USA, and Russia. So like basically, well, this is what I've been talking about today, saying that like that the U.S. was like influencing other countries to like like selling like military stuff or something, like doing economics, which like caused which affected the relationship with Russia as well. Which Russia, is pure was communist before and today. So they decided like to influence other countries as well. Let's just say like Vietnam and North Korea, which also kind of I think it led to the rise of China, communism. Because before, I remember that China before country was not a communist, was communism, but I guess I don't know. I'm not so sure, but I think they went to war or something, and the communist people won over the China, and I guess that's pretty much the beginning.
Yeah, that was the civil war between the nationalists and the communists, and this war
Yeah,
was started by Mao Zedong, which is the
yeah,
political leader of the Chinese Communist Party, and which
yeah,
he also actually started this cultural revolution where anyone that defied his views or had intelligence to prove him wrong was actually thrown away from society and basically beaten publicly and humiliated. Basically, their lives are stripped away, which is similar to the communism in North Korea currently, but now in China is actually not like that anymore. And
yeah,
basically, now in China, it's more uh, economy because of the Cultural Revolution. Uh, China's economy actually decreased drastically, to which they were like the entire country was basically in poverty. So in order to do that, they actually turned to first world capitalism, which is what you stated about how the U.S. influenced other countries to develop more. In which now the China has actually went through a another revolution where they actually it's like an industrial revolution where they developed a lot of technology and basically just how to make money in general. However, that doesn't mean China still doesn't. China still has power over a lot of things and still controls a lot of things in its country. And some of these are such as how China does not allow private companies to have extreme wealth or extreme power over others, and uh, China, the CCP mostly controls the money that goes in and out and sort of tax. It's sort of taxing, but not really. It's just people don't get paid hourly; they get paid way less depending on the government. Let's say you had a job in China. How would you feel?
I feel crap
How would you feel? Crap.
Slave labor.
because China, what they do is they have a, what's it called, authoritative rule there. Basically, they monitor everything, even from the commute to getting to and from work. There's cameras everywhere too in the big cities. Just to be checking everything, bro. And the moment you let's say you I'm not sure the reliability of this, but I heard that if you cross the street wrong or something, right? Your face gets posted on all the billboards and you social credit or something.
That is actually pretty false. That doesn't really happen that much. That's just
Oh, it is? Yeah.
probably a very rare case of discrimination by the Chinese Communist Party. Like generally, you might think racism doesn't really happen much in China, but it actually happens a lot. Also, it's because this racism they're not used to. They're not used to foreigners being in their country as they're mostly blocked off from the rest of the world.
Ah,
How
I
would you
see. Thank
describe
you
their
for enlightening
government
me.
today?
I would describe the government as not as bad as before as Marxism, which is the old influenced communism by Russia, the Soviet Union. It's completely different from that. It's more just they need to make money now. So I guess if you want to live in China, but you're not gonna start a business or try to get big in China, then you should be fine. You should be living in China peacefully, having fun. But let's say you want to start a business there as a foreigner, it would be completely hard and just very not private. Alright, I think we can end up this episode here. This is our final episode, and I'm gonna say goodbye to everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to our podcast.
Yeah.
Bye. See y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.
leyes lo dicen y me andan buscando. Con pura sospecha no están bien seguros, o ya hubieran atrapado. No están bien seguros de lo que yo hago, o ya me hubieran tentado. Esos soplones los que me denuncian, porque a varios he matado. Tengo mi rancho, tengo mi ganado, tengo mis caballos, estoy bien plantado. Tengo buenas trocas, también buenas armas, a mí me protegen los sheriffes del condado. Tumbo las cargas de los traficantes, eso me lo achacan, lo andan comentando. Eso nada sirve si es mentirosos que me andan platicando. A mí me conocen por lo que yo soy hombre muy respetado. No soy traficante, se los aseguro, las leyes lo han comprobado. Esos soplones los que me denuncian, porque 2 golpes he dado. No saben mi nombre ni mis apellidos, porque a mí me apodan y me dicen el borrado.